I know of a spot here called Nethers Farm that has flint. It's Flint Ridge. It's a modern quarry, so you could go there, you could collect flint, and it's a $5 collecting fee plus 50 cents per pound. She has a little scale set out, a little cat that's out there usually, and you put it in an envelope, write your name, and you just slide it under her door. Bring buckets. Stuff's good. So we're coming up on Nethers Farm, and the pull-off to the quarry is on the left. Careful driving on the flint. I already popped my tire once this trip. Believe it was right here.
Your destination is on the right.
So here's the pull-off for the quarry pits. So I guess that was some Flint Ridge that I found up the camp.
Oh yeah, looks the same.
Cool. I'll take this piece. And there's some crazier colors here.
Let the fun begin.
Yeah. There's a big chunk of the black over here. So you can get a video of this. This is a quarry pit.
So here's a modern quarry pit.
I could see the big rock is right down in there. Watch yourself. Now this outer stuff, see this? Let's see if I can show you. See, it's black inside. Am I still bleeding?
I think it's your lip.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
I see the piece I'm after. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. So I've already knocked away this whole chunk here, and that's in my bucket. And I'm going after this piece here. It looks like a nice blue-black. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. So there's a lot of crystal-y stuff down here. But this is the piece I want.
One of the cool things about the flint here is it's got, some pieces have these little druzzy crystals. I don't know if you can see right there, that hanging. See if I can get it to sparkle for you. There you go. And just make it out. Now if you take this and polish it in like a rock tumbler or whatnot, it'll make some really, really beautiful polished stone. All kinds of color veins going through it.
Alright, now that I'm bleeding everywhere, you could see the little crystal pockets that the rock is actually not too good for flint knapping. I'm sure I could get something out of it, but I'd rather bring home the best rock I could find here. So I'm going to move on down to the next quarry pit and wipe all this blood off of me. Ow. Flint is sharp. So here at Nether's farm, the flint is all different kinds of color. The ones I'm grabbing is mostly black. I like to work darker material. But if you look along the trail here, and even up at the other quarry pit there, some of it's clear, some of it's pink, some of it's red, some of it's zebra striped. It's all different kinds of colors. I grabbed some of the zebra striped stuff. You could see the similarities in the pit location from where we were at the ancient quarries. You could see how modern people with modern tools did the same thing ancient people with ancient tools did. Except they probably did it better. Looks like more of the black. If you look, you can see it's so similar to those swimming pool pits I was talking about. It's just straight down. And I read that this particular flint vein is 10 to 12 feet deep. So it goes down deeper. I'm going to try to find different colors and get a good variety this time. So I'll be poking around in here. So, some of the giant boulders that were here in these pits when I was here last year are completely gone. So somebody, you could see there was one right there, it's just rubble now. Somebody came in and tried their best to get slabs. Like this. This is what people are after. This one was thrown away, and I could see why it was thrown away, because of this crack running through, and this one running this way. So probably the only part of this you could use is right here. That's why.
Crystals?
Although I'm sure Leah will want this.
Hold on, hold it still. Oh, it is all crystal. Cool. Oh, you can see inside.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
I'm gonna knock some of it away so you could keep it.
Okay.
So over time, flint stops looking like flint. Even this one, you could see it's a dull, not as shiny black as, say, this. And then as it gets older and older, it starts to change and it starts to get freeze damaged from the cold. And what happens when you have that is inside becomes all damaged and you can't use it. This will not make a good tool. So that's why a lot of people have tossed this stuff, and that's why ancient people tossed this stuff, because the top layer has freeze damage on it. If you look over here, fresh rock deeper down. So if I knock this piece off, it's going to be really fresh and really glossy. But if I take from up there, it's going to be really dull and not so good. I'll give you an example of right here. I'll see if I can knock a piece off. Just going to try to take a small piece off for you to see. I don't want to ruin this outcrop. Here's freeze damage at the top of it.
Okay.
I'll give you a little zoom in. I just knocked some of the black off, and in here is freeze damage, or they call it a seam or a crack or whatever you want to call it. Most places that you can get flint is not like this. This is an insane amount of good flint, good chert. The landowner is kind enough to let flintknappers come on her property and quarry this themselves and just dig these pits. This was somebody's throwaway because of the crystal pocket that went straight through. But I'll still be able to use this, so I'm going to keep this one. I just took this flake off. You can keep looking around. That's it. There was another one, wasn't there? They filled it in.
Oh, they did?
And they dug one next to it.
Huh.
So this is the gray stuff. Gray blocky stuff. I think it would be cool to find a good piece of this to work into something. The problem with this stuff is it's blocky. You can see there's blocks instead of a smooth transition, it chunks off. There's a good example. And somebody lost their belt. Are they trying to haul the whole rock out with the belt? Try this piece. That's freeze damaged. That's weathered. You could see how crystally and grainy that is compared to the smoothness of some of this stuff. Let's give it a try anyway. Yeah, that's no good. Makes sparks. So this is the pit here. The rock is gone. But it looked like this, and some people from the Wooded Beardsman's channel might recognize this material from his Easter egg knife giveaway. But there's not much left of this rock. So when the rock is gone, the rock is gone. That's it. It's nothing big enough for a knife of that size out of that material again.
It's all freeze damage?
Yeah.
Blocky?
Yeah. The big block of it was right there. It's gone. Remember I just took the hammer stone actually, and I hit the top and the big blade came off?
Yep.
That was the knife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, looks like the only pit with new rock in it is the one right at the entrance. Alright, I'm just going to keep testing rock and hitting on it until I find something smooth, not like this one. And I'll let you see what we finish up with when we're on our way out of here. I didn't get all too much and it got kind of late, but what I did get was pretty good. And I'm just gonna bring it up to her porch, and she has a scale up there, and I'll just sign my name and pass the money under the door. I'm gonna come back probably in a day or two and quarry some more.